Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Caster, and in this one we're going to go through all things Galaxy Map, playing all of the items that you see on there and all of the information that you have on the Galaxy Map. So when you first get your hyperdrive as part of the storyline, you can go into your Galaxy Map and start having a look around and start warping to different places. So how to access your Galaxy Map is quite simple, especially on my Xbox controller. I press down on the controller, go across the Galaxy Map and just press A to enter it. Now as you can see, there's some information we can see straight away, and because we are in the system, all that information is readily available to us. We can see that we've got the current location or the region name and the name of the actual system itself, which is procedurally generated unless it is uploaded, saved and renamed by the player who discovered it. You've also got some letters and numbers underneath that. I'll explain what they are later. And then you've got the race, Viking, you've got the economy, which is scientific in this particular star system, and you've got the conflict, which is pirate controlled. Now if I was to press B on my Xbox controller, I can enter free look, and if I go to this system here, as you can see, it's given me a certain amount of information, but most of it is grayed out. It's given me the system name, the region, the letters and numbers, and it's actually given us a bit more information here. It's got water as well. But the race, economy and conflict is all unavailable. And that will be the case when you first enter into the Galaxy Map with your hyperdrive and you have no conflict scanner or economy scanner fitted. And I'll go on to what they do in a little bit. Before I do any of that, I just want to go through the actual information you have on your screen when you enter the Galaxy Map. For example, on the left hand side in the top left hand corner, you'll see the galaxy itself that you are in. So at the moment I'm in the Euclid galaxy, which is the first galaxy where everybody starts. And when you start your save, you will find that you'll be on one of the outer arms of this galaxy. You can see that I am actually located in this galaxy. I'm kind of halfway between the center and the edge there. That is my current location, and you'll see when you start that you'll be on one of the outer arms. You'll have that little circle which will tell you where you are. And then you'll have underneath the actual picture of the galaxy itself, you have the galactic core, Euclid galaxy, and then you'll have the amount of light years you are away from the center. So currently I'm 453,277 light years away from the center of the Euclid galaxy. Now in the middle, you've got your destination. So currently by pressing B, I enter free explore, but the first option is the galactic core. Now if I pick up the galactic core option as my destination, one of 6 options I have, you'll see that this yellow light, so I'm going to go with yellow orangey light line comes up, and that is essentially taking me the quickest route to the galactic core via my current location. And as I'm just sort of moving around in free explore, the line kind of stays up. If I press B, I'll go back to the system where I'm at, and using my R3 directional pad on my Xbox, if I press in the direction of the line, it will actually travel me along the line to the furthest point I can warp to. Now of course I've got loads of upgrades so I can warp quite far. When you initially get into the galactic map and you have your singular hyperdrive with no upgrades, you won't be able to jump that far at all, and you won't be able to jump to green, red or blue star systems. You only be able to jump to yellow because you need hyperdrive upgrades for those. You need the cadmium drive to go to red star systems, you need the emerald to go to green, and you need the indium to go to blue, which I can't see many at the moment. There you go, there's a blue one. I think it's a lot easier to see the colours the closer you get to the star. Yeah, that is a blue star there. And you'll go through the stages of the missions and the tutorial, which is essentially the missions, and it will eventually give you the cadmium, emerald and indium drive. Just be aware that when you get the indium drive, you can bounce around to any star system you like. There is also a hint or a speculation of a 4th star system, perhaps a purple one, coming in the future. don't know, that's just speculation from me and other creators as well, who have sort of suggested that might be happening via the sort of game files, etc. So it'd be interesting to see what that will be. Maybe it will be the corrupted Sentinels have taken over that system. Who knows? Will be very interesting to see. So there's the galactic core. We've talked about free explore a little bit, where you can just free explore around the galaxy map. Then we've got custom waypoint. I can't actually get that at the moment because I don't have one tagged. But to tag for a custom waypoint, we'll press B to go into free explore. Let's say I want to go to this star system here. I can press A to select it, and then down the bottom I have an option to press X to set the waypoint. And once I've done that, I can select custom waypoint in my destination by using my D-pad, left or right. The options for PC controls will be available on screen as you're sort of going into the galactic map, as it is for me when I press, you know, the buttons, and it tells me what's at the bottom. So B, enter free look, set waypoint, etc. Why is it good to set a custom waypoint? Well, when you first get your hyperdrive, let's say you find a star system you want to go to, but you can't jump there in one go, you can highlight a custom waypoint and then it will take you along that route until you get there. I can also take away the custom waypoint by pressing X as well. Next on the list is black hole, and that is marked by this purple line, is a purple line. Just getting my colours mixed up because it's so bright here. If I go back to the star system and use my R3 trigger controller, it will take me to Galactica Quinaise, which I think is actually named by a player. It's gone green there for some reason, but there you go. There's the nearest black hole to me, which I can jump to. Next option is Atlas Station, which is marked by a red line, and the nearest Atlas Station seems quite far away actually, all the way up there at Rodrigarali. And then the last option here is current mission, so I don't have that selected at the moment. So if I come out of the galaxy map, go into my start button, look at my log, if I click on one of these, let's say base settlers, we're going to the settlers, go back into the galaxy map, go down to current mission, it will highlight it in green, and again I can follow that line all the way to current mission. So different colors for different selections, the different 6 selections in the destination section of the galaxy map. The next one I want to go through is on the right hand side there, and it is the filter. Currently I only have 2 filters. I have no filter, which is this one here, so you can see the yellow, green, red and blue star systems quite easily. The next one is life form, and this changes the colors of the star systems. Look, they've all changed to sort of white. There's red, yellow, cyan. So this is going to highlight which life form sort of owns or operates which system. So the yellow one is Gek, as you can see there, the race comes up for Gek. The cyan is Korvax, the red is Viking, and the white ones are abandoned or no life form. So abandoned systems, which is useful to know, especially when you're looking at trying to, I don't know why I came out there, trying to find certain things. I'll come on to that in a little bit, why it's actually a good thing to know all this information. The other filters are economy and conflict. Now, so the only way to be able to see the conflict and the economy of each system is to actually have the economy scanner and the conflict scanner fitted into your starship. You can get these from Hyperion in the anomaly. They are inexpensive in terms of nanites. They are very decent things to have into your starship. And one of the reasons is that you can see the information now in each star. So of course we'll have the information in the star system that we're in when we're starting out, but now we can look at other star systems and it will show me the economy, which is high tech there, and lawless conflict, so it's quite high conflict. Now the filter, we go into the economy, and we'll see the stars change colour yet again. So trading is green, purple is advanced materials, and we got cyan or blue. Let's go with cyan first, and that is, there's one down there. There you go, got one. That is high tech. Then blue is scientific. That one's actually abandoned. There you go, there's scientific. Orange is mining, wherever orange is, there it is. And then red is power generation. And yellow is manufacturing. So there are, what's that, 6 different types? 7 different types of economy types in No Man's Sky, and you can see them in the galaxy map by changing the filter to economy. The conflict, as you can see, the stars systems change color again. We've got red, which is actually the high conflict. There's 4, but really 3, but 4 types of conflict. You've got green, which is peaceful. Yellow, which is medium sort of conflict. Look, boisterous there. That one's abandoned apparently. And then there's unstable. Green normally comes up untroubled. We've got abandoned there, tranquil. And we've got, oh, they're abandoned as well. They're also green. We've got relaxed. There's no one's there, so it's quite peaceful. Trivial. And then obviously we've looked at the red ones, suggest that there are high conflict. The 4th one is pirate controlled. So the 3rd one, which is high conflict or boisterous at war, for example, and pirate controlled are the same. You're going to get more chances of having pirate battles and getting the dreadnought in those areas. So really level 3 and 4 are the same. And moving on to the letters that we see below the name and the region in the system information. So below the region, where it says whatever that says, boundary, we've got 21 light years. That's the distance I am away from this current star system. Then we've got a letter, a number, a letter, and sometimes there is also a 3rd letter there. So the first letter correlates to the type of the color of the star system. So yellow is F and G, so this is a yellow one, that's why it's F. Blue systems are O and B, green is E, and red is K and M. So it would tell us what the color is via the first letter after the light years you are away from it. And the number indicates the amount of heat in this star. So 0 to 9. So this is 6, so it's kind of mid-range. I've heard both that 0 and 9 are the hottest and the coldest. So I don't know which way round it is anymore. Kind of just lost faith in all of the information I'm getting in terms of that, because it just seems to be either way. So if you do know, or you think it's one way or the other, please do let me know. So the number corresponds to the heat of that system. Now the next letter, the small p there, is peculiar. It's a peculiarity planet there. So there's going to be something strange on a planet there. Maybe it's one of those planets with the glitches on and things like that. Now there could be an F as well. Can we see an F? There you go. F9 PF. The F is frequency. I don't really know what that means in terms of how that changes the system. I've looked everywhere online to see if I can find out what that means, and I haven't found anything. So if you do know, please let me know what the F means in terms of the system and the frequency of that system. And then you've got water. So water means that there's at least surface water on one of the planets. And then we've got dissonant is the other one you'll find. So dissonant means that there's at least one dissonant world, and there normally is just one dissonant world where you can find sentinel ships, radiant shards, harmonic camps with the sentinel multi-tools on. So it's quite useful to obviously have this information to know that if you're going to go find a sentinel ship, you need to go to a dissonant planet, and you will have that information. You have the distance, type of system it is, and then dissonant or water, depending on what you're finding. Now this one here doesn't even have water or dissonant on it. So I've warped to this system that doesn't have dissonant or water on it, and as far as I can tell, that's because the 2 planets that are here, as you can see going around the system, don't have water and there's not dissonance. So that's why it doesn't say water or dissonance on there, because there just isn't either of those things. So why is all this information good to know, I hear you ask? What is the point of it? Well, if you wanted to find living buildings, for example, we could filter to life form, and we'd want to go to an abandoned system to try and find these, go onto a planet and see if we can either have creature pellets to feed the creatures, or have batteries to feed the creatures, and that way you'll know that there are sort of living planets or mechanical life forms at least on that planet. it's more likely that you're going to find living buildings on planets like that. So just be aware that that's one way. The other way, of course, I mentioned is just finding a dissonant world to find all of those wonderful sentinel items that we want to get. As well as, if you wanted to get an Atlantis multi-tool, you could go to Lifeform again and go to a Korvax, because you can only find Atlantis multi-tools in Korvax systems. So it's good to know this information as well. Pirate controlled systems, better for finding solar ships. People like to find dissonant worlds in pirate controlled systems because you can shoot at the items, the dissonant resonators, to get the echolocators from your ship, and you won't get attacked by sentinels coming into the system because it's pirate controlled. So it's really good to actually know this information, what it means. It makes it easier for you to find things as you're trying to find them in and around a massive galaxy with 256 universes. So it is a good thing to know this. And I think, by the way, that the green here on the name of the actual star system is because it's part of a galactic hub. Could be wrong. Let me know down in the comments if that is correct. I've warped this system to try and find it. Couldn't really find it straight away, and nearly finished the video, so I didn't want to run around and have a look. But that's what I think that is. Let me know otherwise. So there you go, guys. There is all the information about the galactic map, and all the information in it and what it means. Most of it, anyway. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you have. Subscribe for more No Man's Sky content. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye-bye.